Welcome back to the Infinite Match Cast. We have the TCG 5K States event hosted by Griffin Events. We are in round 7 of 9. We have Trevor Petrelli versus Brent Clawson. Trevor Petrelli is playing Jun. He is calling it the Jundernaut. Nope, excuse me. Trevor Petrelli is just calling it, I think he's just calling it Jun. The other one's called Jundernaut, so it looks like it is a Jun v Jun matchup.
Alright, let's look at the key differences here, though. 3 sires in this list.
I have 2 in Trevor's.
Okay, so this could get stupid.
I have 2 Garrett Primal Hunters. How many do you have?
2?
Alright, so we still got 2 there. I do see Arbor Elves in your guys' list.
Yep, there's 2 here.
I have no Arbor Elves.
Okay, so yeah, Brent is playing Arbor Elves, and that's a difference. He also has a Rakdos Key Rune.
No Rakdos Key Runes. Do you have Rakdos Return?
Yes,
I have
1.
1 and 1.
Okay.
So the lists are pretty similar. How many Olivias? 3?
3, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 4 Huntmaster.
Yep, 4 Huntmaster.
4 Thragtusk. 2 Bonfire.
I have 3 Bonfires over here.
Okay.
The Bonfires could be pretty critical.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 Tragic Slip here.
2 Tragic Slip as well.
Okay, and 2 Dreadbore. And that's the deck.
I have 1 Dreadbore.
Okay.
Yep.
So slight variance.
Slight variance.
Yeah.
The Arbor also helped Brent get ahead quick, but it also gives Trevor Petrelli something to do with his Tragic Slips too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trevor has ridiculously good handwriting. I just want to point that out. I know y'all can't see that, but
I'm sure hope you're saying that with pure sarcasm. I have a very difficult time reading his handwriting.
Well, it's just so pretty. I mean, I don't read cursive ever, but I don't know.
Cursive is one of those
you don't see it
handwritings that don't exist anymore.
You don't see it very often.
Let's stop teaching our kids how to write in cursive and start teaching them how to type.
How to type, yep. So they can go on Facebook.
Yep. Because everybody knows once you leave high school, all you have to do is know how to use Facebook.
Right.
Alright, so we got our opening hands here. Excuse me, we have mulliganed hands. They are looking at their 6. Looks like we got Sire, Thragtusk, Land.
Again, I think, getting ahead on lands, the Farseek is pretty crucial here, and
oh yeah, it's going to be hugely crucial.
Having the Arbor Elf too would be nice, but well, there's a Sire.
Looks like Brent has Sire too. The game is going to be who can get to Sire first. Brent drew Garrick, which is going to be very pivotal as well in this matchup.
No red sources for Brent.
Trevor played his final land, hoping to draw another land.
And the top deck red source. Gonna just throw the Olivia out there.
Brent's going to start us off with Olivia, which is pretty good in this matchup here, but Trevor should easily be able to find removal for this card. Trevor decides to shock himself for 2 just so he can play Huntmaster, and he gains that 2 right back.
And now's the point where they're checking for the Bonfire on top.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty relevant card. Castic Wolf Run for both players.
Yeah, the Wolf Runs are going to be pretty pivotal as well.
Yeah, Brent can only bite once per turn with the 1 red source there. So yeah, he might just play the Arbor Elf and then hold back mana to ping.
He might play Garrick here as well.
That is another play.
Yeah. Swings in with Olivia, serving up 3 points of damage. Yep. And Brent is just gonna swing out there with the Arbor Elf, saving his red mana to ping.
I do like the Arbor Elf there because it ensures he can play this Sire next turn.
Mm-hmm. And Sire with Olivia on board, that's pretty good. That's pretty much a game over.
Pretty good. Yeah, I know Garrick is pretty tempting, but
so
yeah.
Trevor missing land drop here. He's forced to play his Ground Seal just to draw and hope to hit a land. Doesn't seem like he hits it. He hits a Mizium Motors, which isn't bad either. To take down that Olivia. Trevor swings in with his Huntmaster and his Wolf token, putting Brent down to 16. And then, yep, the Z Motors, the Olivia.
So, without the Olivia in play, seems a lot less likely that he'll just drop Sire.
Yeah, he might want to try hitting Garrick first because he knows that Trevor is not going to be able to play Sire next turn.
Yep, he did miss his land drop, so
you might want to just slam Garrick out and then next turn play Sire.
Yep. Then you're doing all the things. Yeah, he's shuffling through. He's got all the big guys in his hand right now. And
he's got what he wants to tap.
Yeah, what do you want to? Well, more what he wants to leave untapped here. Yeah, Garrick.
And he plays Garrick, makes a beast.
I do like that line of play. If you can go into next turn with this board position, then Sire is a much better creature at that point.
Yeah, Trevor needs to draw a Dreadbore here. Something very relevant.
Liliana without the second black source seems to be the theme of the day.
It is the theme of the day. Yeah, because if he was to slam a Liliana, kill the beast token.
Well, or the elf.
Oh, I'm sorry. He does have the elf in there.
Yeah.
Swings with the wolf. Lets the wolf die. Then he's going to bonfire for 1, redirecting to Garrick, killing both the beast and the arbor elf. Pretty good play there by Trevor.
I still think Sire might be pretty good here.
Sire is just going to destroy this board state here.
Yeah, I don't think there's even a question.
Yep. I mean, this turn Brent's going to play Sire, make a beast, and the next turn he can draw for Sire's power.
Not that you necessarily want to, but
well, if you want to play a couple cards that turn,
right? There's definitely worse things to be doing. So yeah, Trevor just kind of ditches all the good stuff there and.
Top deck Olivia for Trevor.
Not a bad draw.
Not a bad draw, but not the greatest either.
It means he can't attack with his Sire.
Now, if Brent wants to make sure that Trevor's Huntmaster doesn't flip, he can draw 6, as he is.
Yep.
And he's guaranteed to have
something
in there.
And there's the removal for the Olivia by drawing his own Olivia.
And that should be pretty much it.
Yeah, as
play the Olivia.
He hasn't played a land yet this turn either.
Serve for 9. And that was Brent just saying out loud, I drew nothing. I whiffed.
Yeah, big difference between having 4 lands and 6 lands in play with these two decks especially.
So play Olivia. Killing Olivia. He's going to serve in only for 6. You want to make sure that he's protecting Garrick as much as possible. Plays an Arbor Elf.
Gotta empty as much
as
you can because you're going to discard the rest.
Discard the rest. Just 1 mana short from playing that Huntmaster.
Too little too late on that land.
Trevor plays a land, flips the Huntmaster, kills the Arbor Elf.
And Garrick.
It's about as much value as Trevor can hope to ask for out of that Huntmaster.
Right now that
Huntmaster's never flipping back over. At least it kind of stops Brent from attacking.
Yes. With the Sire. You definitely can go in with the token and Kessig. That's a trade you're willing to make.
I completely forgot about Kessig. He might just want to just go all in.
Yeah, he's got him at 11, so
overrun him.
Yeah, just give trample to that one. Yeah, they will trade, but
and then Trevor has to draw something here, otherwise he just loses. Trevor's at 1 life, and that is game.
Yep. Yeah, definitely the right play there. You got to head on lands. Opponent's missing land drops, and then punish his hand with the sire, and then just Kasich for the win. That's typically what this Jund build wants to do. So sideboard is gonna be weird. What are we any different here, or there's a dead bridge chant on Trevor's sideboard where there is not one.
Yeah, Dead Bridge Chance is an interesting play. I don't know if he wants to bring it in this matchup. I know he wants him in the control matchups, but
Yeah, for
it
sure.
might just be good enough here as well.
Well, right.
I do like
free cards against, if they do get to the stalemated board state, then
I do like the 2 Liliana Veils in Trevor's sideboard to kind of weed out all the mana that Brent could possibly have, keep him away from Sire mana as much as possible.
Yep.
Other than that, there's not a lot else in Trevor's sideboard.
I see. Let's take a look at Brent's. He's actually got an interesting sideboard: 3 Deathray Shaman, 2 Vampire Nighthawk, 2 Barter in Blood. That's interesting.
Yep.
People have been talking with me about that occasionally, but I've never actually seen people playing with it.
So I'm watching Trevor, and I did see the Ground Seals come out.
Yeah, that card's
the Abrupt
pretty bad.
Decay came out, and I saw the Vraska coming in too. He has 2 Vraskas that he's bringing in.
We also have 2 Putrefy, 3 Duress, and 3 Pillar of Flame. So, looking at Brent's, yeah, he is actually those Putrefys that he brought in. Is that what those were?
I would believe so.
Yeah, probably.
Putrefy the End Step on Sire Insanity. Yeah, so he is bringing a Dead Bridge Chant. He is only bringing in 1 Liliana. As I'm watching him shuffle these around.
Being nice enough to let us see. I imagine these two have played the mirror before. So
I'm sure they played it already today.
Yeah, I think they. Yeah, Jund is very popular. Very popular deck right now. All the cards give really decent value. And you get to play some of the best removal in the format. And that's really what it's about right now. Countering spells is just not as good as removing creatures and things. So, yeah, Jund, very, very popular deck. I've never had luck with it. I don't like playing it, but you can't deny its power.
It's powerful.
Yeah, it's a very powerful deck.
Just plays a bunch of cards that are willing to do big things. But with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes, don't be irresponsible with your Jund decks, please.
At least it's not Jund from a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this Jund.
That got a little old. Not as old as fairies did, for me at least. I hated fairies. That's why I always played 4 of the what was it called? Deal 2 to everything.
Volcanic Fallout.
Yeah. Uncounterable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that card. So we'll see Trevor on the play this game. Again, the land count, huge.
Oh, yeah, they both want to hit Farseek.
Keeping a Farseek hand, getting ahead on the lands. And then playing the big threats when you have, control of the board. Getting Sire is going to be huge, as we saw last game. So the opener is going to be a mulligan for Trevor. He only had 1 land in that hand. I think we see the same thing for Brent, so it's going to be another mulligan. Both players going down to 6 just like last game. And again, yeah, I believe that's the same playmat from last round Trevor's using. So Nolan getting some more love. It's to be expected. Do you know if we have any out-of-staters here today?
I believe there might be a group from Indiana, but
Yeah,
other than that,
I thought there might be.
I mean, this is called states. It's supposed to be a state championship, but a lot of people look at this as it's also a $5,000 tournament.
Yeah.
If I'm living in Chicago, I'd be willing to drive to Grand Rapids, Michigan, to try to win.
Plus, going home and saying I'm the best player in a different state, kind of get that bragging rights trophy there. So yeah, we're gonna go down to 6 here for both players. I do think that you want to be aggressive with your mulligans here.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if
you have to have your mana.
Yeah, if you just have like 2 lands, but all the good cards, it's just not good enough. I don't think you really want to be aggressive, and I do see Brent doing that exact thing. Trevor, I think I saw a bunch of lands and maybe 1 or 2 spells, so I think that is good enough in this matchup. You do want to just make sure you're hitting your land drops and rely on the top of the deck to fill the rest out for you. But if you have all the things and none of the lands, I think that's where you're gonna go wrong. If you'd like to sponsor Infinite Cast, please go to our Facebook, as Larry has broadcasted before. We do have a Facebook page. We also have a YouTube channel. Get in contact with one of us and let us know. We'd love to provide more coverage in the future, not only for our area, but expanding outwards as well.
This is something we really enjoy and love. We really love this game, but we've heard from the community that they want live coverage. So
Yeah.
This is what we're trying to provide for you.
And at one point, we didn't know if we were going to be doing this, and I had a lot of people not happy with that. So.
Yep.
And that is a horrendous hand for Brent. So, I think you gotta
the 5 cards.
You gotta go down to 4.
And they're ready to get piled shuffled.
I mean, I think literally any 4-card hand is better than that. That was pretty bad. It wasn't even a dual land. The 1 land.
So the Modern Masters are coming up real soon.
Yeah, have they spoiled any more of that? Where are we at right now? It's just Tarmogoyf and City of Brass and.
I didn't even know City of Brass got.
Yeah, it did.
I know Ether Spellbomb.
Oh, okay.
Got spoiled.
There you go. You plan on going down to Vegas for that?
I would love to. I'm going to grad school. My wife's going to grad school. Don't think it's going to be happening. So, I do have a lot of friends that are going out there. They're making it more than just a tournament trip. They're making it an actual vacation.
Well, I think you have to. I mean,
yeah.
I'd have a problem going to Vegas and just not doing any of the things. There's so many things to do there. Down to 3. Is there even a point at this crossroads here? I mean,
not a lot. At this point, he really just wants 3 lands.
I mean, yeah, if the hand was 0 lands, I mean, mulling to 3, yeah, you could get the 3 lands and then just draw things, but I don't know. If Trevor just plays a land every turn and then plays Sire, that would just be game. But I will say, we are recording this, and if Brent actually pulls this out, it would be one of the biggest
pretty amazing
upsets in the history of the game.
Yep.
Thragtusk, Mizzy Mortars, and a Sire. Do you go to 2? Yes, you do.
Yeah, you might as well if you're just looking for land. So I'm going to take a second to talk about N14 that's coming out this summer as well. I feel Baneslayer is kind of come back in a 2.0 version. It's Archangel of Thune. It is a 5 mana, same mana as Baneslayer. It is a flying lifelink creature, but Starts only as a 3/4, but whenever you attack, you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, so it gets up to Baneslayer. We'll talk about that more in a second here.
Oh,
So Brent
and
has the hand that he exactly wants.
A Multa 2, and he's far seeking on turn 2.
Yep. And he is going to be ahead on land.
His opponent does nothing, and it'd be something else if he were able to pull this out.
It would be pretty insane.
Yes,
would you say?
Yes, it would be. It would be Larry, king of puns.
Alright, so we got a Huntmaster on turn 3 on a multitude.
How is he doing this?
It's insane.
He just beat Trevor to a Huntmaster. Trevor's had the Huntmaster the whole time.
Yeah. So we got
take 2.
Yep. So Trevor's gonna Huntmaster in response.
I'm very impressed with this.
Yeah.
That literally was the best 2-card hand. He's got a Kessig in play too. He has a Kessig. He gets to flip.
Attack for 2. Trevor's going to decide to take it.
Now, active player, whose Huntmaster kills whose? How does that work again?
Brent's going to be able to kill Trevor's Huntmaster. Because what happens is both triggers go on the stack. Trevor's goes on bottom. Brent's goes on top. Brent resolved first, killing Trevor's. But we do have a future 5 for the Huntmaster.
For the upkeep?
Yep, for the upkeep. So Trevor's going to get his trigger, but Brent's not going to get his.
Oh, that's mean, Trevor. Your opponent molded 2. Come on. Let him have the Huntmaster.
Right. Serve in for 6.
Definitely the right play there, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then Brent is just going to slam a Thragtusk off the top of his library.
This is very entertaining.
This is magic.
We've got a Yu-Gi-Oh player on our right here, playing off the heart of the cards. And the board actually looks somewhat normal. Okay, gonna get a beast. Oh, beast token. Okay, we'll use that instead. Gonna get in there for 4 with the 4/4.
So the beast comes in, right at Liliana.
He's not scared.
Yeah,
Molded 2.
Let it go.
Molded 2. Whatever. I'm coming back. Yeah, kill your Huntmaster while I'm at it.
That's right. My name's Brent, and I never draw a land. So Trevor's going to draw his card. He draws a Farseek. Not relevant anymore. Plays his Cavern.
So he's down to
with his wolf.
Farseek and Tragic Slip.
And Trevor's winning this race.
Yes.
With the wolf front.
Oh, bonfire right there would have been stupid.
Yeah.
It's just been nuts.
Passes it back. Brent knows that he has to trade.
And Trevor pretty much ran out of gas, other than the fact that he's got a Kessig in play. I think what you do is you lay land and you Farseek so that you can get him with one swing.
Mm-hmm.
If you just lose your token, you give him time. He does have Tragic Slip in hand though, so he can actually trade with him. Yeah, I think he is just going to do that. Just build up the land base. And then get one really big Kessig in next turn. Unless Bonfire comes off the top, or... Are you kidding me?
Oh, Garrick Primal Hunter.
What is going on?
This is insane.
Is there a crowd watching this right now? Because I don't believe what I'm seeing. He's got a Sire in his hand, too. If he draws one more land, which he can easily do because he'll be able to draw 3 next turn, he'll win mulling to 2.
It's insane.
I do not believe I'm witnessing this right now. Okay, Olivia's here for Trevor. maybe put an end to the madness going on right now.
All right, out comes Olivia.
If he top decks a land. Oh, he
did
did.
top deck
He
land.
did.
Well, the thing is with Olivia in play, like it's not the greatest.
No, he's at 7, and Olivia is gonna Kessig for the win.
For the win.
But I'm still just very impressed with the board state that he has on a Mola 2.
So I'm pretty sure Garrick needs to draw 3 cards.
He needs removal. So yeah, you got to do it.
Yep. Draw 3 cards.
Well, he did get some life gain there. Is it enough to get him out of range though?
Well, he's gonna swing. He's gonna ping. He's gonna 5/5. And then he's gonna swing and go.
Kessig for
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He'll be at 11.
He'll be at 1 if he Thragtusks right now. Yeah, I was gonna say I think you Thragtusk here.
Yep, Thragtusk up to 12.
Yep, put the land down.
Yep. And as long as Trevor doesn't play a land.
End step, yeah, you gotta ping Thrag.
Yep, double pings.
I'm still amazed at how close this is.
This is
so
it's quite a match. And land?
Yeah, he did draw it.
He drew the land. Let's see if he can do the math. Yep, he did it. Pays for 2.
That's gonna be enough. Just barely though.
Yep, swing. And here comes my lands.
At Garrick, right? That's what Brent's saying. Okay, you'll hit Garrick. He's dead. Okay, so prime example of why you should mulligan.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, it's a prime example of why you should always play it out.
And yes, and why you don't just keep the bad hand, because right there, a winnable game, very winnable game on a Multa 2. That is some excitement I didn't think we'd get to see from John Don Jun.
Yeah,
matchup today.
I would expect a lot of just like. Actually, I really thought it was going to be boring, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I was going to be like, oh, you empty your hand, I win. Oh, you empty your hand, I win.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, and now that was a fun matchup.
Now Brent's going to be on the play this game. And the mindset is no longer, oh, he's mulligan, so I have a better chance at winning.
So that it really goes back to that Farseek. Like, that's how good Farseek is in this matchup.
Yeah.
You get ahead on mana, you start playing threats faster than your opponent. You're going to put yourself way ahead.
As long as you turn 2 Farseek, it doesn't matter that you don't have any other cards in your hand. You still can get ahead and win. Wow. Just yeah. The fact that he needed to draw the land there is just it's pretty incredible. So I didn't see either of them go to their sideboard for game 3. I think that was kind of a freak game.
Yeah, that was.
It doesn't really change your mind about too much.
That game was not supposed to go as long as it did. Not even close.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. But kudos to Brent for doing the right thing there. I'm a big advocate of using the mulligan to your advantage. And not letting your deck defeat you. It is one of the biggest things I think a lot of Magic players do, and it's wrong, is not taking the mulligan because they like having more cards in their hand. And the problem is if those cards don't do anything, it's not it's not worth keeping it. Your deck beats you. And so often you hear people say, "Oh, if I just drew the land, then
Right, I would have been fine.
I'd have been fine," and that's not right.
Mhm.
Even if your hand has 3 burning emissaries in it, like Jamie and in match 2.
Yeah, keep all day. Keep all day.
Keep all day. All right, let's see if we can get out of Yu-Gi-Oh mode here and play a real game of Magic. Doesn't look like. Oh, wait, he does have the second source, so, and a Farseek. Yeah, both players have the land, and they do have Farseek. Brent does draw a 3rd land there, so that's pretty good for him.
Yep, so Brent's going to play Farseek, and he's going to be the first one to play Hunt Master of the Fells.
Yeah, maybe this game will get our boring game that we wanted.
And then Trevor's also going to Farseek here.
Yeah.
I think I did see Deadbridge chant in Trevor's
Yep.
hand as well, so I'd be interested to see how that turns out this game.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, random effects in Magic I generally don't like, but I mean, if it does it every turn and you put no more mana into it, like eventually you're gonna hit something.
Right.
And it's gonna be pretty relevant when you do. So it's a one of, it's pretty good. The only bad part is like when you do, roll the bad die and get the land that I don't need, or I have Liliana in play and I'll get a second Liliana and they're gone. Like that kind of thing. There's going to be Huntmaster number 1.
Turn 3 Huntmaster.
I couldn't quite see. He does have Liliana in hand. Is that double bonfire?
I believe so. Yep, plays Liliana.
Go to the discard here?
Deciding whether discard or...
Yeah, that's what it looks like. With Deadbridge chant in hand, that's actually not that bad.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that bad. Yeah. So, discard Bonfire, discard Farseek.
Yeah, now, just to clarify, the Deadbridge chant, if it's not a permanent, it puts the spell in your hand, correct?
Correct.
So yeah, it's never going to just do nothing.
And that's a fear with those types of cards too. Like those types of randomized cards could literally do nothing or even hurt you. But these are one that is much better. So it looks like the Huntmaster is going to get pumped in order to kill Liliana. This is also going to allow the Huntmaster to flip.
Yep. And this is going to be good too because he's got Sire in hand.
So Petrelli went straight to the front of Trevor's hand, and I'm pretty sure he's going to shoot it with the trigger on the stack. Yep. Let's go ahead and get rid of that.
Now I'm not. Oh, he drew. Did he just draw a second Petrify?
Yes.
Okay, so Sire isn't just. Oh no, he'll have to discard it. He doesn't have the land.
He didn't have the land.
Okay, that could have been.
Very devastating.
Very bad for Trevor. If you rip that land there.
But I'm interested to see if Trevor is going to slam the Deadbridge here.
Does he have this?
I don't think he has land.
It's 5, right? It's not 6?
It's 6 mana.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, so he doesn't have the land for it. Goes ahead and plays Huntmaster. Once again, Sire is
still play Sire
still
here.
A good play.
Yep. You can even putrefy at the end step here. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, you can't putrefy.
Never mind. No, I thought he had a different card in his hand, but then I saw it was Deadbridge.
So Bomb for the Dam is going to sweep out the Huntmaster and his token.
Yeah, not a bad bonfire for 2 there.
No, absolutely not.
Get in there for 2 more.
Trevor's now at 14.
Yeah, both of them
12.
really wanting the 6th land. There it is.
And there's the Deadbridge. He's going to count out 10 cards and put it into his library.
Let me read that. And there's a Sire.
Yeah.
Sire with Deadbridge in play. So good.
So really, what Deadbridge is draw a card. If it's a creature, put it into play.
Put it into play, yeah. Well, permanent, right? It puts if it's a
No,
permanent.
I believe it's just creature.
Just the creatures go into play. Okay. I was gonna say if you hit, I don't know if you were ever playing cards like O-Ring or something. You just get a free O-Ring. Okay, so he did rip the land, but the Sire seems a lot less impressive with Deadbridge in play. What do you do here if you're Brent?
If you're Brent?
Yeah, he did draw the land for the Sire, but he's got Deadbridge Chant in play.
I mean, playing it is not the worst if you have nothing else going on.
Yeah, I mean, look at the grave too. How many lands are in there? For Trevor, like
Exactly.
he could just hit lands or yeah. So he's
going to play Thragtusk, get some more threats out there before he decides to play Sire.
Feel a little more safe, I guess, and then drop Sire. The other part of Sire too is, are you willing to discard what you have in hand?
Yep. So he has to roll 3 dice.
Yeah, wait,
and
how are they?
That technically is not randomized.
You can't. Yeah, you can't get the first card in the pile or the.
Yep, that is not randomized. He needs to get a D20 out for that.
Yep. Yeah, I think they're.
Sorry, the mathematician here is just going to jump in on that one.
I think they're seeing if anyone has a D20.
Either that or they could shuffle up.
Yeah, you could. That is another way to do it.
Yep.
Yep, that's what they're going to do. Face down, shuffle. Just pick at random. Okay, they got a D20. They got a reroll. 4.
Yep, and he gets Cavernous Souls.
And that's
yeah. And just so for everybody knows, let's say if you have 2 6-sided dice and you decide to roll those to get your 12 cards, there is no possible way to get 1, and getting 2 and 12 are extremely hard, but getting 7 is very, very easy.
Yeah, the chances are different. That's why you need to roll 1 die.
In order to be completely randomized, everything has to have equal chance to be a hit.
Okay, so not a good roll for Trevor.
No, Trevor needs to hit something a little bit better than that.
I mean,
he does have the Putrefy there.
You are getting free spells, but
they actually need to be spells.
They need to be spells, and you are facing down a Thragtusk and a Kessig Wolfrun in play. But at what point do you drop Sire? Once the Putrefy is gone? Now seems like a good time.
Yeah, now seems like a great time to drop Sire.
Yeah, the board position seems pretty stellar. I mean, yes, he could just, draw more relevant things with the Dreadbridge, but
Trevor's at 8. He plays Sire. He has 9, 10, 11 power on board. Trevor has to draw something here in order to even have a shot.
Right.
So Trevor counts out his cards.
Yeah, and he did make him discard one of the lands that he got from last turn, so he could get it
exactly.
again.
Right, so he counts it out. What is he going to get? He gets his
Sire?
own Sire. Now, Kessig Wolfrun's going to cause some issues here, though.
Yeah, I don't think the Sire is enough.
Boom, land. All right, looking at life totals here.
Boom. Yep, there it is.
Yep. Boom. And that will be game.
That's it. Congratulations to Brent.
Jun v. Jun mirror match was actually more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, these obviously two very skilled players here, and I like the decisions they made, and obviously I loved the mulligan aggressively by Brent there. That was something else. So, yeah, Dreadbridge seem too overwhelming there. It
Not
was
at
very
all.
very unimpressive. I mean, getting a free sire is cool, but yeah, he just couldn't get that engine going to overwhelm the board. So great playing and great match. We'll see you guys next round.